As the sun sets on the quiet suburban town, the shadows start to lengthen, and a chill creeps into the air. The streets empty out as people lock their doors and windows, afraid of what lurks in the darkness. It's said that the Smith sisters, a pair of beautiful young women, once lived in this very town. But their beauty was only skin deep, for they were cursed by a terrible fate that turned them into something sinister and otherworldly. Legend has it that the Smith sisters still haunt the streets, looking for unsuspecting victims to claim as their own. They lure their prey with their alluring beauty, and then unleash their wrath upon them in the most gruesome of ways. Some say they have even been spotted in the shadows, watching and waiting for their next victim. Join us on this bone-chilling journey as we delve into the terrifying world of the Smith sisters and uncover the truth behind their urban legend. But beware, dear viewer, for once you start down this dark path, there may be no turning back. Are you ready to face the Smith sisters? Click the video now and join us on this terrifying adventure. But be warned, it's not for the faint of heart. On November 17, 1993, two sisters were discovered brutally murdered in their home. Lisa Smith, 19, was discovered skinned alive in her sister's closet. Her body was also floating in the air, and Sarah Smith, 15, was discovered strangled and stabbed to death in her own bed. The police arrived and conducted an extensive search for the murderer, but they never found him, nor did they learn what motivated him to commit these heinous crimes. What they do know is thanks to Lisa's computer. Lisa was on a social networking site on the day of the murder, and she began chatting with a man she didn't know. However, the man claimed to know her. The man then stated that he would be visiting her soon. Lisa, terrified, made sure all the doors and windows were shut so the maniac couldn't get in. She later went to bed with her sister Sarah, and a knock on the window woke her up. She approaches it. Outside, she noticed nothing unusual. She then returns to her sister's bed, where she notices a sickening odor emanating from Sarah's bed, which is mysteriously wet and has a strange odor. When she turns on the lights, she discovers that her younger sister has been brutally murdered in the bed. She then heard another noise and went into her sister's closet to hide. When man walks by, the noise stops. The door flies open without warning, and the killer grabs Lisa and drags her out of the closet. The parents discovered their children dead the next day. They discover what was left of Lisa's body in the closet, suspended in air. The parents became pregnant again 2 years later and gave birth to a baby boy. The girls' rooms were then converted into a guest bedroom and a nursery. When the boy was older, he was on his computer one night. Suddenly, he received an instant message from his older sister, Lisa. The boy initially mistook the message for a joke because his parents always told him he was an only child and that they had never mentioned having any other children prior to his birth. Lisa then instructed him to check the closet because the date she was murdered there was written on the door, and to look up Smith girls murdered anonymously on the internet. He then checks the closet, as his sister advised, and notices the markings. He then looked up the murder case online and found numerous results. The boy came downstairs the next morning to find the house strangely quiet. He returns upstairs to his parents' room, assuming they are sleeping. To his horror, he discovers his parents skinned alive in their closet. He then noticed a message carved there that read, "I told you I wasn't lying. Little brother, I loved mom and dad, but they kept me a secret. I can't believe it. Well, I'm free from this cold world. I wonder if you like how they did. I love you." It's unclear what happened to the young boy after he saw his parents' skinned bodies. The brother of the deceased girls is depicted as having his skin peeled off while he is still alive in the majority of accounts of the urban legend, and the brother's parents discover his decomposing body in the attic. In the majority of retellings of the urban legend or chain letter, the child's name was also John Smith. The emails that the deceased girls had sent to him were the only piece of evidence that the police had for the homicide investigation. As the sun begins to rise on the quiet town once again, the terror of the Smith sisters slowly fades away. But the memory of their curse and the horrors they inflicted upon the unsuspecting will live on. We hope you were able to survive this spine-chilling journey with us, and that you found it as fascinating and unsettling as we did. We want to thank you for joining us on this terrifying adventure and remind you to stay vigilant. For the Smith sisters may be gone, but there are many other urban legends waiting in the shadows, ready to pounce on the unsuspecting. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our latest uploads. And if you have any urban legends that you would like us to investigate, please let us know in the comments below. Until next time, remember to stay safe and never let your guard down. The darkness is always watching.